Peace and blessings, family. Peace and blessings. I'm your brother, Sean Ali, here at Supreme Health and Fitness by Sean Ali. And as always, I thank each and every one of you for tuning in with me and sharing with me some of your valuable time. And as always, I pray that this brief message is received in the spirit that I'm striving to deliver it in, which is the spirit of your brother, the spirit of love, and of course and always in the spirit and in the name of God. Tonight, I just wanted to briefly go into the awesome power of you. That's right. As your brother, I just wanted to spend a few minutes of your time to talk about the awesome power of you. Man, and understanding the great power of self-love and looking at the concepts of God is love. You are God. Do you love the God that you are? See, that's going into the root in the understanding the great power of self-love. See, so when we looking at the awesome power of you, we are going into the fabric of who you are. We are going into who and what created you. See, this world might have a Big Bang theory and say that, oh, there was a theory of evolution and we went from either the tadpole to the frog to the lizard to, or to the monkey. They can have all of these theories. But the original people, those that are called Black, Asiatic, Moors, the original people, we were created by God. You see, every other race came from us. But when they describe the creation of man, they are describing you and I, the original people. So when we are looking at the awesome power of you, we going into the root fabric of your nature, which when God created you, not only did he breath into you his spirit and we became a living soul, but he created you and I in his image and after his likeness. So look, when we are understanding the power of self-love, God is love. See, let me tell you, God is love. God is love. Look, God is love. This is the same thing as the equal sign. So when they say God is love, they are saying God and love is the same thing. Okay, now, you are God. Look, look now. Look. We're going to do it now. Look, God is love. You are God. Come on, look, we doing simple mathematics. We using the same book that says God created you and I in his image and after his likeness. God is love. The same book that says God is love. It says you are God. So when we are looking at understanding the great power of self-love, of not just loving somebody else, because there are hormones that are associated with the science and the act of love. When you look at somebody else, whether it's your spouse, your mother, your father, your children, and you feel love and you utter love to them, it releases, it activates your hypothalamus that activates your pituitary gland to secrete several hormones that are associated with love. Serotonin, melatonin, adrenaline, cortisol. You have all of these, you have growth hormones, nerve growth factors that are associated with love, testosterone, estrogen. See, so now this is the love that we get from loving somebody else. See, we're not talking this is the science of loving somebody else. So now we want to understand the great power of loving self-love, the great power of you loving yourself. Why? Because God is love. You are God. God is love. You are God. Do you love the God that you are? When you go and you look at a reflection of yourself, what do you see when you looking at the reflection of yourself? Because when God created you and when God looked at you, he called you God. What do you call yourself? Psalms 82:6. You are all God's children of the Most High. You got Jesus looking at the scribes, and he says to them, for which one of these good acts do you want to harm me? And they said, no, it's not because of the good that you did. It's because you, being a man, are calling yourself God. And Jesus looked at them and he said, isn't it written in your law that you are all God? Come on now. Listen to me. Look. So when we are looking at the great power of self-love, this means that when you look at yourself and you tell yourself that you love yourself, God is love. You are God. You are loving. And when you love the God that's in you, it puts you in the frequency of the God that created you, because God is love. So when you love yourself, you equal. See, God is love. So when you love yourself, you equal yourself to the God that created you. You are God. Listen. So if you need healing, look, if you find yourself in a situation where you need healing, aren't you praying to God? See? Aren't you praying to God when God put in you an immune system, an endocrine system? He gave you hands and feet. He gave you a brain to come up with your solution, just like you use your hands and your feet and your brain to create your illness. Unless you are born with an illness, unless you are born with a disease, the only way you can get sick is if you created it. You are the God. I wish I was you right now. I wish I was you. Do you know how powerful you are? All God has to do is say be, and it becomes. Do you know that once you tap into that God, and you can look at yourself and you can see, when you look at your reflection, you can see the God that you are. And that awakens in you the energy, and it connects you to the God that created you. And now the whole universe, because God gave you dominion over every creeping thing, over every fowl in the air, over every fish in the sea. He gave you dominion when he created you. According to the Quran, he stood you in front of the angels and he told the angels to bow down, and the angels bowed down to you. So that means that when you awaken the God in you, and even the angels will do what you tell them to do. So if you need healing, if you need life, if you need power, and you are praying to God, I just want you to know that when God created you, he created the God that will answer your prayers. You. See? So when we are looking, God is love. You are God. Let's get it. God is love. Hey, you are God. I said, God is love. Hey, you are God. One more time. God is love. Hey, you are God. See, family, the only way you are not created to die. See, that's bullshit. Excuse my language. That's bullshit. Whoever made that saying, because there are causes to death. Look, these are the statistics. These are the causes of death. It ain't no such thing. Look, cardiovascular disease, cancer, lung respiratory problems. See, these are causes. You're not created to die. You have to cause your death, just like you cause your life. So I just wanted to give this brief message. Man, I thank everybody for tuning in. I'm your brother here at Supreme Health and Fitness by Sean Ali. We have answers. We have solutions. We have the insight. We got the science to the fountain of youth. Listen, we got the science to the fountain of youth. And guess where that fountain is at? Guess where your fountain of youth is at? It's right here in your hypothalamus and in your pituitary gland, your master gland. That's right. Because every hormone that the chemical messengers, every thought, every emotion that you feel, that you think, it is your hypothalamus and your pituitary gland that turns that thought and that emotion into a chemical reality. So it is here that you think of God. It is here that you think of the words to pray to God. It is here how you think of heaven. It is here that you are God, because it is here that you can think of something that nobody has seen, that no eye has seen and no ear has heard, and you can use your hands and bring it into existence. You are God, the awesome power of you. I just wanted to spend a few minutes to talk about you. As your brother, I just wanted to spend a few minutes to talk about the awesome power that is you. I just wanted to be a good brother and talk to my brothers and sisters, man, and tell you that, hey, God is love. You are God. Do you love the God that you are. You say you can love God. How can a man say that they love God who they have never seen, but hate their brother who they see every day? How can you say you pray to a God that you can't see, but when you look at your reflection, and the Bible tells us that you are the image and likeness of God, and you look at your reflection, but you don't love yourself? Come on, family. So family, look, I'm your brother. I thank you for tuning in, giving me some of your valuable time. I just wanted you to know nobody treats the black people. Nobody treats us with respect. We are the most unloved. Nobody shows us affection. Nobody comes to our rescue. Nobody has a shoulder for us to cry on. Nobody is standing there with open arms saying, hold up, let me comfort you, let me console you. So as your brother, I just want you to know, I see the God in you. I just want you to know how great and powerful you are. So like I said, I thank you for tuning in with me and giving me some of your valuable time. And I pray that this brief message was received in the spirit that I was striving to deliver it in, which is the spirit of your brother, the spirit of love, and of course, and always, in the spirit and in the name of God. So I leave you all as I came in the greeting words of peace. Salam alaikum, hotel, black power, power to the people. Peace.